I guess boards just haunt you for life. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys or answer your guys' questions about boards. When you hear this term, there's sort of a fear which just comes into your mind. And I had my 12 boards this year. I got my results, all good. The results were good and stuff. But today, the day I'm filming this video, 15 July, 10th results came out, and I don't know why. I was still scared for some reason. I don't know, it just happened. So I guess boards just haunt you for life. So in this video, I'll be answering your questions about boards and also tell you how I managed to score above 90% in 10th and in 12th standard. I cleared both the standards, by the way, so I have some experience, I guess. I want to cover up both the standards and not just one. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the post notification bell. Also, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, it's at samraddhi.fanmail, and also my Twitter, it's at samraddhi07. You can message me on either of the social medias with any queries and I reply you back. So that's that. And I also follow you back on Twitter. So the first question you asked, the percentage, what you expected it to be. My percentage, yeah, I sort of expected it. In class 10th and in class 12th as well, I expected I'll score above 90%, and I did. So I think, yeah, it was kind of expected. How many hours did you study every day? This question is asked by a lot of you people. So it kind of depends. Right now, you only you're at home, right? Okay, so I studied for 2 hours each day, other than tuition and other than school, from April to October. And after October, in November, when the pre-boards and stuff start, you start studying for 4 hours, and when the boards come, you start studying for 5 hours. But I've never studied more than 5 hours ever, yeah, other than tuition and school. So I don't think you need more than 5 hours for studying. But I guess during the crucial time, from December, January and February, you can just study 3-5 hours and it should be fine. It actually depends on the quality of study rather than the quantity of study. I have always said that, and I'll continue to say that. If you even study for an hour but you study well, you'll understand much better than someone who is studying for 4 hours and getting nothing. So that's how I studied. The third question is asked by almost everyone. How did you manage YouTube with studies? This question is actually, it was very easy for me, I'm not going to lie. I did have to make some sacrifices, but I'm not like that. I don't have many friends and stuff. I have a few friends and a close friends group, and I'm pretty much all by myself. Sound like I'm such a loner, but yeah, I'm kind of a loner. I do my own thing, I like it that way. And how I managed was that I didn't go out with my friends most of the time. In class 12, I didn't go out with my friends. I didn't go out to hang out. I didn't go to restaurants and stuff. I stayed at home, ordered food at home if I wanted to. And on the weekends, instead of watching Netflix and scrolling through Instagram, I used to make videos and I used to edit them. So you do have to make sacrifice if you want to do it. But I guess it was pretty simple for me, and I kind of had the experience of 3 years. So I guess it was pretty easy for me to do that. The next question which you guys have asked is that in which subject did you score the highest and in which subject did you score the lowest? So in class 10, I scored the highest in English and in computer application. It was 98 for both the subjects. For English, I scored 98, and in computers, I scored 98. And least was in social science. I scored it was bad. I won't tell the percentage, I guess. I scored 73. It was really bad, okay? It was bad. And in class 12th, I scored again the highest in English. It was 98 again. And I scored the highest in physical education, again 98. So I guess that was my highest. And lowest, of course, I don't even have to tell you, it's obvious. I scored the lowest in maths. Come on, if you are my subscriber and if you couldn't guess that, then you're not an honest subscriber, because you know how bad I am at maths. So I scored the lowest in maths, of course. The next question you guys have asked is that are boards actually that hard, or are boards harder than pre-boards? Now guys, it's a myth. Boards are very easy. Boards are literally like one of the easiest exams you'll ever give. They are super chill, they are super easy. You go to another school, sure. In CBSE, do you do ISC? I don't think you even go to other school. You just give the exam at your own school. And that is super cool, by the way. For CBSE, you go to other school, but you sit with your classmates. It's like a completely friendly environment. Sometimes the invigilators are also of your school. So yeah, it happens, guys, and it's very easy. Boards are very easy. They're not hard at all. They're just like the people have just made it a myth that boards are hard, and they just do it because boards are crucial. Manage time during exams. Now this is another question which I've got a lot. I did not manage very well, especially in the accountancy. Because of that, I actually in accountancy, I could not attempt questions of 12 marks. So you can see how much that affected my percentage, because I could not attempt 12 marks of question, but still I managed to get a decent score in accountancy even after not attempting 12 marks. So that really sucked. I managed time very well for all of my other exams in class 10th as well as class 12th. Now what you can do to help yourself out in that terms is to practice some previous years papers, some sample papers. That really does help. I did for physical education and for English, I practiced papers, and yeah, that's how I scored really well in both of those subjects. But in 10th I didn't practice a single paper, and still I got decent marks, so I'm not complaining. The next question is, do you actually need a tutor? Well, it depends on what subject you're talking about. I only had tutors for maths and accounts, and maths it was only for half a year in class 12th, but for accountancy I had a tutor for the entire year, 12th as well as 11th. So sometimes you do need tutors because they can really help you out, but not for all subjects, because I know people who went to English tuitions and to economics tuitions and they still did not score well, whereas I didn't go to economics tuition and English tuition and I still scored well. So it depends on you, and if you are particularly weak in a subject, then I think that you should maybe consider getting tuition. Have asked me for reference books used in class 10th. Now guys, I would like to tell you one thing: do not use reference books in class 10. That's one thing which I made a mistake in. I should not have used reference book for class 10th. NCERT is enough for class 10th. For maths, maybe you can use R.S. Agrawal. That is the only book which I used, because there aren't many questions in NCERT, but make sure you stick to NCERT, because NCERT is where your exam the question paper comes from. So NCERT is the main. And for science I used Lakshmi Singh for class 10th, but I would not recommend it. It's very high level. If you like the extra knowledge, then you can go for it like I did. In biology was my favorite in class 10th, so I used to get that book and I used to read it because I liked it. But other than that, you don't need it. Just study from the NCERT book and you'll be alright. You guys have also asked what was my class 10th percentage. It was 91%. The next question is how to avoid distractions while studying. So I know it can be very hard, but keeping your phone away actually really helps, because your phone is your major distraction. But I know, because I can concentrate for such a short time, I will start staring at the walls, I'll start staring at something else or something like that. I just get completely lost. I lose concentration within seconds. So what I did was to keep on reading. Don't stop. If you're doing something, just don't stop doing it, because once you just stop doing it for even a second, you lose concentration. So you just keep doing it and keep motivating yourself. That's how you do it. Someone also asked, should I not use my phone during boards? No, you should definitely use your phone during boards. It's super important. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it depends on you. I used Instagram in my entire class 12th and also my 10th, so it doesn't matter at all. Even the topper who got 500 out of 500, he said that he used Instagram throughout his boards and he still managed to get 100% marks. So I don't think it does matter. What matters is that whatever time you are actually studying, you should study well at that time, and other than that you can use your phone, of course. And plus, more of the details and more of some good questions and stuff, you can just put it on your phone and then revise it. It really helps. I did it. So yeah, you can do that. If you also ask tips for scoring in English, now if you say that I got 98 once, yeah, that could be luck, but I got it twice. So I think that was my hard work, and I'm kind of proud a little bit because I got like 98 both the times, which is amazing. I mean, I don't care about my percentage, I care about my English marks more, just kidding. But to get good score in English, I actually don't know how I did it, because the day before my English examination, there was like a Real Madrid's match, like the Man City one, the UEFA Champions League match, in which we lost, by the way. And I was awake till 3:30 AM during my boards, and I was watching the match. And I still managed to get 98. So I don't know how I did it. But English has been always a strength for me, always. All you can do is to be attentive in school whenever your English teacher is teaching you. Because my teacher, I am so grateful, my teacher in class 10th and my teacher for English in class 12th, both of those were like angels, and they helped so much. I'll be forever grateful to them. English teachers were the best, and yeah, they really helped me out, and I managed to score well both the times. Also, reading articles and stories and all that really helps, because they help you frame your own, and I think that, yeah, that helps. You also asked like how to improve your mathematics skills and websites. Not the right person to answer that. I am so bad at maths. I cannot tell you guys I'm bad at maths, so I probably shouldn't. But for class 10th, I can at least suggest. I was good at maths in class 10th, so not good is like an overstatement, but I was decent. I'd say I was decent in maths. So I'd say mathway.com really helped, meditation.com really helped. These two are a must. You should have them on your phone. I have like a complete list of the apps which you should have on your phone. I'll leave the iCard so you can check it out here. You people have also asked which subject's exam is the hardest. Now in class 10th, I have noticed it has been a pattern for years now. In class 10th, the social science paper is a little tough, and you do score less in social science. I have noticed that. In social science, you think your paper has like you have given the best, but when your result like comes out and you see your social science marks, it's a disappointment. Not only for me, I've seen many people who have gone through it. So social science, I'd say, is the hardest. And then for class 12th, I know for a fact physics exam is the hardest. Now the exam paper, like the question paper of physics exam for science students is the hardest, and for commerce, business studies is the hardest, which is what my teacher told me. But lucky me, I did not have business studies exams. So yeah, that helped me, I guess. But yeah, business studies in commerce, and for science, physics is the hardest. So how do you get motivated to study? Now I have a complete guide on how I get motivated. I'll leave the link to it right here. That's how I actually get motivated, and that guide actually I framed it because I could help you guys out. So yeah. Do you have any regrets for board exams? Actually, don't have any regrets. I did what I had to do, and keeping regrets is not a good thing. The only thing which I might regret a little bit is to not get my social science score reevaluated. I thought that I could have got a little bit like better than what I actually scored, maybe. So I think that I could have just gotten my social science marks reevaluated at that time, but I didn't, and there's nothing that I can do about it. So I don't have any regrets, but I wish I could have just like changed it, but it's not a regret anyway. So guys, the last thing which I would like to say is that do not worry about board exams. These are just exams, or even easier than exams which you give in school. These are super chill. I know the pressure you guys have, the pressure like the family and the relatives, especially like Sharma ji ka beta puts on you, because trust me too, but it's easy. Boards are very chill, boards are easy. Do not worry at all. And you know what, at the end of the day, percentage doesn't matter. It does not matter. 12% might matter for some of you who might want to get admitted into a certain college where they see the percentage, otherwise it doesn't. And class 10 percentage, hell no, it doesn't matter anyway. It's just like for your DOB. So make sure you fill that right, by the way. Guys, I really hope you all like this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media. It's a samraddhi on Instagram and samraddhi07 on Twitter. Some of you also asked me why I didn't film my reaction. I was so tired after 5 hours because I could not check my result for 5 hours, and I was literally on the verge of passing out. So I was not really strong at that time. There was no electricity, my Wi-Fi was dead, like everything was happening that day at that point of time, so I could not like film the results live, but I told it to you anyway. So that's all. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.